Uh,
Hey, hey.
West, West, West. It's your boy, just like I promised, the bridegroomer. I brought the bachelor with me.
The Bachelor.
What's up? What's
up?
Like I said, we're gonna do some formal, informal introductions, just to kind of let you guys know what we're about to do. It's gonna be a series. It's gonna be a class, if you will. You guys are gonna graduate from the University of Man 2.0. I'm trying to take us to the next level on this whole man thing. So we need help with this, right? We just got to admit that things are a little wild and out of whack right now. So we got to do some things to change some things up, right? Me, what do I bring to the table? Besides my 49 years on the planet, all my vast experience and all my knowledge, my intellect, my deep, deep, deep missions into the ether itself, into the psyche of both man and women, boy and girl, baby, infant, and embryo. What do I bring to the table besides all of that? Three wives, not at the same time, a countless number of relationships, right? My heart breaks easy. I'm a lover. You know, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. So I'm gonna show you guys a few things here on how to survive with a really shallow heart, like a glass, a heart made of glass, or if it's on your sleeve. And then at the same time, you know, I'm just gonna show you guys how to maneuver to this thing so that we can kind of get back to the top of the food chain. Right now, heterosexual men are an endangered species.
Yes, because
Endangered species. It's almost illegal to be a heterosexual man and think like one. So what we have to do is maneuver through these waters in order to get back to the top and show everybody how to do it. That's the main reason I bought The Bachelor, right?
that's me, the Bachelor. So I'm here to help you out, to get you through those waters. Because you don't want to drown. You want to keep your head above water.
Yes,
You
yes.
want to keep it above water. You hear me?
Mhm.
So the thing is, you know, don't put up with shit. Don't put up with bullshit. You know what I mean? Nagging, all that shit. Don't put up with that bullshit. Don't give in. Be a man. Right? We're here to be a man.
And I want you guys to understand this. If you're uncomfortable already, man, you might as well just turn it off and go sit with your girl and go ahead and watch Housewives and all that good shit like that, right?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you right now, it's nothing wrong with you. Don't let nobody change you. You might have some shit you need to work on, but as far as this thing that we're talking about here, right here, you are who the fuck you are.
That's right.
You are who the fuck you are.
Be a bachelor.
If you are, be a bachelor, right? I'm trying to groom your bride, but be a bachelor until I get your bride groomed. How we gonna groom your bride? I'm gonna give you the information to put her in the right mind state. So when you finally put that white gown on her and walk her down the aisle and put a ring on her finger, she act right.
That's right.
That's all it is to it. Now I know what you're thinking right now. You guys saying, okay, these guys about to come up with some generic formula, some book that if you do A and B, you'll equal C. But that's not really what it's all about, because there's no book, there's no formula. Nobody's alike, right? There's nobody alike. So here's the problem with relationships in the first place. Her parents raised her, and your parents raised you. Her daddy ain't nothing like your daddy.
Yep.
Your mama ain't nothing like her mama. You feel me? So the conversations her mama and your mama had, two different conversations. Her daddy and your daddy, two different people, right? Now, we all know that men fall in love with the things that remind them the most of their mothers. So we understand that, right? So we know that if I'm looking for something, the thing that's going to turn me on the most, eventually is going to be the same thing that turns me off the most. Now, I know you say, how can that be? Right? Because you're going to get attracted to it, and then you're going to be annoyed by it. Because you love your parents, but they annoy the hell out of you.
Yeah.
And that's eventually what happens. You're seeking something. This is on your first pitch. You're seeking something that you don't realize is familiar, yet you don't want familiar. What you need is total difference, but the exact same. Do you guys understand? Familiar is the trap. You get, oh, I'm familiar with that. I understand that, so I go after that. But that's not what it's really all about. You don't want familiar. See, you was with your mother for 18 years because you had no choice. I also got true. If there was a system in which you could divorce your parents, you probably would have divorced your parents a long fucking time ago. But at some point, we just accepted this, who they are. I love them. I love my parents. So when we go out and meet a mate, or we meet a woman and we're attracted to something that was inside of our parents that we see inside of them, and we're not conscious of that attraction, we're inviting misery into our life, because it's just like living the next 18 years all over again, trapped inside of a marriage that's going to feel like a parent-child relationship. You guys understand what I'm telling you? So this whole thing is going to be about educating you on this. The Bachelor is a genius on this. He's going to give you some information. The first thing he told you is don't listen to the nagging.
Don't listen to it. Hey, wait, hold on. For example, like you'll get a call out of nowhere. Like, you got to get home. You got to be home right now. You got to get home. You got to do this, do that. No, be a man. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Don't let no woman control you. Grow a beard. Make sure you have facial hair. You know what I mean? Don't be, you know, shaving it just to impress them. What the fuck? What is that? You know what I mean? God put, you know, beard on your face. Put it on. Shit. So what I'm saying is just realize, you know, at some points you're gonna be tested, and you'll be tested, and you want to beat that ass, and you don't want to beat that ass. You just want to take deep breaths, count to 10. Whatever you smoke, whatever you drink, baby, just rely back to the friends and homies and frustrate out, let it all out. You gotta let it all out. That's the main point.
And like, here's the secret to this, right? Like he said, you get that phone call, baby, get home. You was going home. Your plan was to go home anyway. There was no way in the world you was trying to hang out all night or spend the night or disappear. Yeah, you was coming home. But at that moment, if you come home at that moment, it's not going to make anything better. There's not going to be like, oh my God, he came home, he listened to me, he respects me, I'm going to go ahead and give him a blowjob. That's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No matter what time you get home from that point, it's still bullshit. So fucking do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. That's what he's telling you. Trust me. There's nothing that you can do to really make that woman happy. It's not even your job to make her happy. Yeah. That's not your fucking job. Why are you trying to do something that's not even your job? Whatever it is that you were doing, finish doing what you was doing and then make it home at a decent time. I'm not trying to break up no marriages. What I am trying to do is give you peace and balance. That's why he's saying, fuck that shit. Right?
Fuck that shit.
Jumping through hoops. There's no end to that. Jumping through hoops is very, very similar to kissing ass. There's no, when does kissing ass end? What's the climax of that? When does it say, okay, that's the last ass kiss, it's over? There's no such thing as the end of kissing ass. Kissing ass is the endless job. You know, blowjobs and jacking off, you know when that's over. The moment that the climax comes, it's over, right?
That's it.
So you don't want to find yourself kissing ass. If anything, suck a dick, but don't kiss no ass.
No, fuck that shit.
You know, it's just going to go on forever and ever. So kissing ass is the worst thing that you can ever do. So don't try to think that you're going to kiss your woman's ass or kiss some woman's ass.
And what the fuck is flowers?
Flowers?
Flowers? I mean, it's good for Valentine's, but I'm sorry? I'm sorry? Come on now. Why are we going to that? Be a man. You fucked up, you know, fuck it. You know, it happened. Shit, move on.
And now look, now, as a point of caution, I must remind you, he is a bachelor.
That's
Like,
right.
be careful on some of that shit he's giving you. I'm just going to give it to you. You do with it what you want to do with it, though. Flowers are okay, whatever. Saying you're sorry is cool, whatever. But, you know, be careful on that saying you're sorry. I'd rather apologize than saying I'm sorry. We'll get into that a different thing. Like I said, it's just an introduction of how I'm going to try to bring you guys to a whole different level of this thing, right? Here's the real problem with men and women. You want a woman a certain kind of way. She wants a man a certain kind of way. When we first meet each other, we do the dumbest shit in the world. We try to figure out what they like. And then we try to give them what they like. Knowing damn well it may not be what we like. So we're going to start a whole relationship based on shit that we don't like.